two first. Peter Storm made them reasonable size, and this one.
So it's day 2, Sunday, and we're on Rangitoto Island, which is just across the bay from Auckland. And just got the camera working, and the whole thing is volcanic. And let me get a close up here. So it's all a lot of scoria, where the island's literally something like 500 years old, and just pushed up from below the ocean. And here comes our boat. It's going to take us off the island, along with all the other people, and back to Auckland. And this is a little map of the island, and it's perfectly, well, it's almost perfectly round.
All right, I've got it on then, yeah.
Just come out of the Waitakere limestone caves. Today's Monday. Can't do any photography in there.
Yeah, that's got it.
And it's full of glowworms.
You okay, Frank? You all with you down there? Or?
No, fine, thank you, mate. So this is where we just been anyway. Waitomo glowworm caves. Right, so this morning I'm a bit more awake. It's Tuesday, and we're at the Waimangu Volcanic Valley, the world's newest geothermal system. And there's various bits of it, more to come. And we're not far from, we're about 15 minutes drive from Rotorua. So the history of this valley is that 10th of June 1886, the Tarawera volcano, which is over there on the horizon, erupted, and huge damage, opening up of a new valley lake, 108 people killed. This is actually the biggest thermal thing in the world, and this bit of, just put a probe in here, and this is 100 degrees Celsius just coming out of there. You put your hand on it, it's absolutely hot. And here the water is about, just about, put your hand in it, but you wouldn't want to keep it in there for long. Sort of attention drawn to this bit, but which is clearly where different eruptions have deposited different layers onto the surrounding landscape. And now we're inside the Berries village. In the eruption of 1886, there's about 1.5 meters of mud fell on this combined Maori and European village. And the whole thing's been sort of dug out somewhat. So yeah, into a depth of about 1.5 meters. Mud killed about 100 people Europeans. You remember the old fried chocolate cream plain peppermint things that you used to get in England? Well, they sell them out here, and I've just eaten a whole one, and I feel very guilty. So that's Mount Tarawera that's erupted on the 10th of June 1886. Today is Wednesday 21st and we're in Rotorua. That's one of the little churches, and just on the edge of the lake here, and there's just a little bubbling thing coming out of the ground, probably about boiling point, just on the edge of the lake. All around here, all geothermally active. And there's the lake, which is very nice. Few cormorants sunning themselves out there. Yes, the whole of this area, at least in the sunshine, all of the lake out there, is just very nice indeed. These coffins in front of us are Maori Pioneer Battalion from the Second World War. You can smell the sulphur here, even from the escaping gases.
Kaylin or Kaylin? What does happen though with our mud today is that at 10 we have a public place here called the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, and it's known and it can be extracted, and at body temperature you can be immersed in that mud, and therapeutically it is not a cure, unfortunately, it's only a relief, but it's a great relief sensation. That's all a bleaching.
These are erupting for a long time.
Now over yonder you'll see
Several
where the
minutes.
village people live. The village people live where not the big hotel over there, but the small rooms over there. That's where the village people live. And for many hundreds of years they've been used, this is their playground.
All the silica on the rocks.
So again, the one that's upright, Puhutu, the big splash, the one that leans, the Prince of Wales feathers plume. And I believe the plume is 3. Is that right?
It's Thursday, and we're at the chateau in Tongariro. And that's one of the volcanoes behind the hotel. Absolutely fantastic, stunning scenery. And today we're here. I'm coming! And we're going up this walk here, the Tongariro Pass. So the yellow line was starting here, going up through here, and ending up here. That's about 10 miles. So this is the start of the trail. Tongariro Pass. Tongariro Alpine Crossing. So today is Thursday. We're doing the Tongariro Alpine Trail, and this is it. And we are here, and we're going up to here, where we get picked up and go home.
I'll tell you what, I've got a better idea.
Very civilised out round here. They've even got loos. Pongy though. So on this map we're now at Soda Springs, which is just there, and Ngoro Summit is a rather splendid thing up there. It's only halfway up the mountain, and that looks like a basalt lava flow to me. Could be wrong, rather than all the scoria, all very lightweight stuff, similar to the stuff that we saw at Rangitoto, very light and full of holes. Things start getting a bit steeper here, There's a boat trailing up ahead. So we just reached South Kreta. All with the world in his way. And supposedly volcanic gas hazard. Seismic activity. You can't really get the drift of it. It's just stunning stuff.
The heat! That's amazing.
Just around here.
Feeling some cinders.
It's just really hot.
Yeah.
Gosh, even there you can feel the heat coming off it.
You're going to get your poles out.
See some steam just coming off the ground there. And here are the Emerald Lakes down below. Full of silica. And that crater over there is where we're going for lunch. Fantastic. So yesterday was Friday. We went to Wellington, but I was feeling pretty knackered and horrible, so I didn't do any videoing yesterday. So maybe a bit more today. Today's Saturday, and we're in the little place. We come across the water. We're in a place, rather charming little place called Picton, and we're just going over. We're just going for a little ride on the water, and then a walk. And that's the Inter-Islander that we came down from Wellington to Picton on yesterday. This is the harbour here. Very nice indeed. That's one of the big cruise ships that's come alongside. It's amazing the things that places these things get into. That was in Wellington yesterday. Here we are heading out of Picton. The Inter-Islander brought us over. And there's the Holland America cruise ship. So we're in Queen Charlotte Sound, going along the Queen Charlotte track. At the moment we're sort of heading out down here, and then we're going to land at Resolution Bay, and I'm doing the short walk over to Furneaux Point, which is just over there, and then we're going to have tea and buns and then come back again. Resolution Bay, and just chucking some thread in for the fish, and there are loads of them. They like Hovis.
The big one.
Look at that one.
Yeah.
Cod.
There goes our boat. It's going to pick us up later on, we hope, as we go for a trek on Resolution Bay. Lovely day. Could be better. Let's go. So we've just finished our walk, and we're now at the Furneaux Lodge Hotel, where we're having cappuccinos and beers and such like on the terrace. And I have to say, it's very nice, very pleasant, and just a fantastic location, and the sun's shining. Great. Alright, Furneaux Lodge. Back on the boat, heading back for that sound. Those little lodges, little houses, private. Nice place to live in. Have your summer house. Well, back in Picton, absolutely cracking day. It's absolutely gorgeous here. Kids in there swimming. Water's nice and warm. And there's even a band playing the Eagles in the background. And the water is lovely and warm. So I might go for a paddle in a minute.
We've got time for one more song now. Mr. Nick Rental on keyboards here this afternoon.
Today is Sunday. We've left Picton behind. We've just been for a bit of a walk up on the rocks and seen some seals and blah blah blah. Some interesting rocks here, some nice granite overlain by sandstone. I suspect it may be an unconformity, but we won't bother with all that. So I've left the bunch behind because here's a lovely shallow sea. Just gorgeous. And just pan around. There is not a single soul on the beach. Over about 3 miles of beach. Not a single person. That is, except me. And here comes the sea, and there's my feet. Oh, a bit chilly, but oh, lovely and refreshing. Oh. There's our bus in the distance. Loads and loads of mussels on the tide line. Quite big old mussels over here. In quite a lot of places. This is Dolomite Point, right on the coast, where the limestone is allegedly intercut with thin layers of mudstone, which form these this layering, which is very strange. I haven't seen anything like it before. Just around the corner you can see this all around the coast here. Is where this old beach, which was a couple of 100 metres further down, has been uplifted, and there are the old pebbles from a long time ago. So today is Monday and it's a lovely sunny day. There's a bus. There's Jim, our tour guide, laughing as always, excellent. And today we've been in the Hotel Greymouth, Kingsgate Hotel in Greymouth, and then we're going down here to look at some glaciers. More of that hopefully later. stopped for a morning break Monday at a place called Wakatito, and I've just got down onto the beach. It's gorgeous, it's a lovely day. I could just spend all day here. And again, you know, there's just not a person on the beach. People fishing there, or trying to fish anyway, but yeah, just marvellous. And just finding some quartzite, metamorphosized sandstone, metamorphosized on the edge of the granite. Lots of granite around here for all you geological buffs out there. Lovely day, gorgeous. And there are the Southern Alps in the background. So we'll be heading off soon. Well, this is the Franz Josef Glacier. That's really disappointing, you know, because we're a bloody mile away from the thing. Because danger access to this point unsafe, blah blah blah. So, not one of the highlights of the nice rocks around there. Lovely schist. We're now on the Fox Glacier, and slightly closer to some action. It's still quite a long way away. A bit disappointing again. Get the impression of how much the glacier churns up the underlying surface though, and the colour as it progresses up the bank and continues up the top there. Tuesday today, and we've been up at Fox Glacier. We were staying there last night, and down through Bruce Bay. We're about here, and then we're going to have lunch at Haast, and over the mountains, and then we're going to be heading to Queenstown, which is just there. Well, today's Thursday, we're in Queenstown, it's our day off, so what do idiots like me do? We go walking. So I'm going up Ben Lomond. I didn't actually mean to go up it, but I kind of just got sidetracked. That's the jolly old lake down there, Southern Alps over there. Fantastic day again, and I've got to walk up there. Seems a bit bloody steep to me, but about 3/4 of an hour away. Everyone would. Big smile. Snow on the hills over there. We're on the snow line. Well, here we are at the top of Ben Lomond, and the view's absolutely fantastic. There's the cairn on the top. On Wednesday. So what they do now is go back down. Too shabby.
Check it out.
There's a snow line. 3 hours back down probably. Better get started. I got to mention 1700 and 34 feet. Can't really get the hang of it, but that's what I've just been up. Ben Lomond Walkway. 3 hours it says, not very far off either. Hard work. There's off of MBT tonight. Today is 31st, Saturday, and we're at Kingston Station on the way to Te Anau, and we're just about to go on the Kingston Flyer for a little ride. And this is the, it's alright Jim, quite happy to have you in my picture.
You want to be in the picture?
That's alright. And this is the Kingston Flyer, old American steam engine. So this is inside, and it's just like you see on the old Wild West movies. Really interesting. This is first class, and then moving through to cattle class through here. There's a lady who's just about to make me a cup of tea. It sounds like oh. A bit of a lurch there. Here we go. Station, 728 feet above sea level. This is an ingenious device. You got the chair that way, you can just do that, and now the chair is facing the other direction. How cool is that? We are trogging into Fairlight Station. Turning engine around. Today we're on the Routeburn track, which in total is about 24 miles long and kind of rivals the Milford Trail. We're about 900 metres up. Bit of light walking really, but again the scenery really special. A bit blowy up here. Some of the rest of our clan. Supposed to be seeing some orchids, but not actually seeing any yet. Some of those nice white flowers, but not too much else. And here are the first orchids that we've seen. Tiny little bluey, purpley ones. Very, very nice though. Very delicate. A bit like me really. And here are the Edelweiss.
Rattling in the wind.
and allegedly green-lipped orchid. Green-lipped orchid, not quite out.
All right, yes.
And here there's a wee flock of them, but still not quite out.
That's for that, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is at the end of our very nice walk. There's a little schematic of the Routeburn track, and that's sort of close up of the trail itself. And we sort of started down here at the divide, 500 meters, and we went somewhere up here. I'm not sure how far we went. Very nice though. Lovely route. And a lovely day. And people at the end of the route just hanging out and having fun. Same as me. And here we go, find the bus. So here's another map. Still not quite clear, but we started here at the divide. We went up to Lake Howden, and we also went up here somehow or other. Around here, down here. Something like that anyway. And to put things into context on the island, we are at, you are here, not surprisingly. And that's Tongariro, where we were a week or so ago. Just up here, when we went across the pass. And there's a signpost. Boy, it was just one fantastic day. Oh, it's just so lovely. Such a lovely walk. See the Stevie Wonder all the way. Now I'll go get on the bus and go home. This is the entrance to the Homer Tunnel. Just under a mile long, and you can cycle through it.
Mike, there's a rock face this side as well, it's quite impressive.
Yeah, look up there to the right. You looked up at the other side, but this is even steeper, this side.
As you come around the hairpin, you'll be able to look back at where we've just come out of.
So we're in Milford Sound. Sinbad Gully, carved out by Waciala Road Aborigine. This is where we're going today. So we're sort of at the base of Milford Sound. Well, that's looking up Sinbad's Gully there. And we're sort of heading up here, I guess, and back down the other side. Beautiful day, absolutely gorgeous. Coffee, peppermint cream, and what could you want?
Thousand 692 metres above sea level, and when it's towards the point, Milford Sound Ridge is just over 300 metres deep. So the ridge is up on the left.
I don't know if we caught that or not, but that's Mitre Peak. A mile high from sea level. Solid gabbro or diorite, I believe, so a big chunk of igneous rock. This is just a little pan around. Milford Sound. sound that we're heading for. Another lovely day. Even a Kiwi flag. There you get the glacial shape of the valley there. As indeed is the whole sound glacial. And this is us just coming in the dock. The tour boats there. Yeah, lovely day. Very nice double ride. Today is Wednesday. It's the first day. It's been a little bit hazy, a little bit cloudy, but still okay. Last night we arrived at Twizel, which is a little one-horse town, but all right. Today we're going to walk around Mount Cook. We come up to this place called the Hermitage, which has the Sir Edmund Hillary Alpine Centre in it. But that cost $15, and I don't think we're going to have time to look around it really. So we're kind of yeah, on here is the Hermitage, and we're going to sort of wander down to where are we down? Lost it. Anyway, we're going to wander down to the Hooker Valley. So we're sort of up here at the Hermitage. We're going to go down to the Hooker Valley and then wander up to the Hooker Glacier and then wander back again. And this is Mount Cook up here, the highest mountain in New Zealand at 12,000 feet. So with luck, the sun might come out. It's all glacial around here, glacial lakes. So there's snow and glaciers on the top of the mountains. Been through an avalanche in all of these places. So you often see these little meters, but today luckily avalanche likelihood. It's nice to know. So this is one of the rickety-rackety bridges, one of the so-called swing bridges, because they swing about a bit. I'm just going over. Let's see if they get a bloody move on. Come on. It wobbling about a bit. There's all the grey water coming down from the glacier. Mount Cook somewhere up there in the mist. Oh, wobble wobble. Well, we can't actually see Mount Cook because that's up there somewhere in the mist. But interestingly, there's the glacier down there. It's got loads of grey on top. You can see the cross-section of white at the end, and here are chunks of icebergs that are actually broken off and are just kind of hanging around, floating around in the lake. Going back across the Rickety Bridge, and the sun is burning off all the cloud. I think that's Mount Sefton up there with the glaciers. Still pretty impressive. Might even get to see Mount Cook when we go around the corner. Here's all the meltwater coming out of the glacier. Very nice. So we're heading back to the Hermitage, which is a big hotel over yonder. You can just see on the horizon. As luck would have it, just coming through the gap there, And there, in all its glory, in the middle of the frame, is Mount Cook. Try and get a close-up of that. And there's a close-up. Not too shabby. Still a lovely day. It's moved into a lovely day because the sun's come out and there are some butterflies at last. Still no orchids, mind, but there we go. Every day has been sunny so far, been really jammy. A few butterflies that you probably can't see. Well, today's Friday, it's the penultimate day. We're in Christchurch and a lovely sunny day yet again, incredible. Cathedral Square in the centre, and there's a street entertainer there, you can probably hear. Pretty awful. I'm going on a bike tour at 2 o'clock hopefully with this bunch of people, and in the meantime we'll wander around. Look at some of the street entertainers from these are over here doing something with basketballs. And then in the meantime off to the Botanical Gardens. Now for a stroll in the Botanic Gardens, really nice, just been in the museum, lots of geology, lovely hydrangeas here, and a really nice acer next to it, and the big thing. Nice Copper Beach, and I think that's tulip tree, and a bit of Led Zeppelin as accompaniment. Oh, good. Today is Waitangi Day in New Zealand, which celebrates the signing of the treaty between the Maori and the Europeans. And there's a little an explanation going on just down there.
We've taken them from primitive savages eating one another to educated people. We're going to move on as a country. We've got to forget the past altogether. Just move on and get it together. Now, I'd like to sign something here.
No need, sir. It's already been signed on your behalf.
Oh, right.
Just a little clip of the action there. Waitangi Agreement signed 1840, and here in Christchurch today it must be about 35 degrees, so they're getting on for that, boiling. Well, I'm on a bike on the shared use path. A bike with one front brake, a basket, and a coaster brake to the rear. And I don't feel very macho. And two Swedish girls, and Fleur, the girl that's sort of leading it after a fashion. But it's nice and sunny, so who cares? There's the Botanic Gardens again. Oh, bloody coaster brake, it's going to kill me. Described for my friend Gunilla from Sweden, who runs my local pub.
I can take a picture of you.
Well, I'm doing my video bit, so I can take a picture of you.
Yeah.
But this is just to take a picture of a bike with a coaster brake that I am riding.
Make the video when you sit there.
That's all right. I've already done a bit as I'm going along. Anyway, this is Ava, is it?
Yes.
Ava and Annette.
Yes.
And they're from Sweden.
Yeah.
And whereabouts in Sweden?
Katrineholm.
Say that again?
Katrineholm.
Right. Okay, Gunilla, you would have got that better than I would.
From Stockholm. 1 hour from Stockholm.
Right. Okay. Jolly good. Cycle road was a bit average, but okay. So now I'm in Dux Deluxe. This is a famous museum, a home brew pub. There's my beer, and that's the Norwester Pale Ale, 6.5. So I'm probably not going to be able to walk halfway from this, but that's good. Very nice. People outside enjoying themselves in the lovely warm day. Great. It's 4:30 on Friday. Just walked back from in town and cutting down the back roads. And these roads are just amazing. They're really, really wide. It's tons of space to park in, and some lovely big houses, big trees, and there's a big copper beach down here. Yeah, you could sail a flotilla of tanks down here. The roads are just so open and so spacious. Very nice. At the centre, before we, because it's right next to the airport, before we scoot off. So yeah, so just before the plane, we've just been riding this thing, the Hagelin, that goes around they're using the Antarctic, so that was quite fun. I should have taken some video really while we're in it, bouncing around over the course, but yeah, good stuff. Looking for a cup of coffee. There's the driver just walking through.